Coming up in today's program, Orange County residents react to this morning's unexpected rain.
CSUF shows support towards gender neutrality on campus by promoting safe spaces for LGBTQ students with the reopening of TSU doors this Thursday. That include gender neutrality bathrooms. And Game 2 of the NLCS concluded yesterday. Find out if the Dodgers are coming back to LA, either in a 2-0 win or 1-1 series tie.
And entertainment news, find out which movie topped the box office and who welcomed a new member to their family.
All this and more on OC News. Why is this screen? Welcome and thank you for joining us on OC News. I'm Eric Rosendes.
And I'm Shayera Arias. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
The first rain of the season caught many off guard. Traffic was snarled and many freeways were impacted with a lot of traffic. Almost 23,000 people in the Los Angeles area are still without electricity. Officials say that they are working around the clock to restore power to a large area, including Venice, San Pedro, and Hollywood. Cal State Fullerton students scrambled to get to class on time. Many say they were happy to finally pull out the boots and umbrellas on this blustery day.
The weather has been warmer over the last few months, but SoCal residents were hit with some unexpected rain this morning, and not all students were happy about it.
It's kind of gloomy and rainy, you know, and now it's like kind of hot. I think it's just the fall time. I think that's just like the casual weather during the fall in this area.
However, some students were really happy to have the summer weather fading out.
I think it's very nice. It's good for a change.
I'm loving this rain, well, this morning. And then it got a little humid, which came out of nowhere, but I really enjoyed the rain. It was nice.
We just get so much hot weather that it's nice for a change, and this is normal. Like, this is what fall should be.
Yeah, like I think the environment of it, like being like wrapped in like a blanket and staying inside and like having a hot drink, like that's just something I prefer rather than a hot day.
Don't get too comfortable with the cooler weather because the temperature is set to go up to as high as the mid-90s later on this week.
You might have needed an umbrella for your walk to class, but it's safe to put it away for now. Gustavo Olguin is here to tell us that it's time to bring out those sunglasses again. Let's see what the weekly forecast has in store for us.
All right, thank you, Eric. Yeah, I know you guys can relax now. The rain is past. Don't worry about that. There's going to be no more slow traffic. You can walk to class and not have to worry about anything. But as of right now, it is 70 degrees, so the clouds cleared up. It got to its traditional California weather, and we do have a low of 58. And then we have the sunset at 6:20 today. I know it's an early sunset, but enjoy the sun while it lasts, because by the end of the week, the sunset's going to be at 6:15. And I know, I'm sorry, I love the sun, so I'm sorry. Can we just go ahead and go to the weekly forecast now? Let me just go ahead and step out of the frame for a second. I swear I'm not making this forecast up, because it is going to be back up to 96 degrees on Wednesday. And I don't know, the Southern California weather, it's unpredictable. So 96 on Wednesday. We also have 94 Thursday, 94 Friday, and as high as 88 on Saturday. So like I said, bring out the sunglasses, bring out the shorts, bring out the tank tops, because it is going to be a hot one. Now on the national stage, it looks a little bit different than you would expect, because right now we do have 74 and 65 in Northern and Southern California, and in Phoenix it's only 90. So by the time tomorrow rolls around and Wednesday rolls around, we're going to be hotter than Arizona. So yeah, that basically shows how hot it's going to get this week. And if you go over to the East Coast, I know we had the hurricane season just pass through. In Florida, we have 84 in Miami, 88 in Tampa, 84 in Jacksonville. Up to the East Coast, we have New York around 80, and then we also have Washington and Norfolk around 80. That's basically all the weather I have for you guys. Don't forget your sunglasses, and don't forget to stay cool the rest of the week. Back to Eric and Shaira.
We're just 3 weeks away from election. Donald Trump claims the elections is rigged, and Hillary Clinton continues to fend off the WikiLeaks email scandal. Also, later this week, the third and final presidential debate will take place. John has all of us covered with politics.
All right, thank you, Shair. We're just 22 days away from the election. As of right now, Hillary Clinton, she's up 2 points among likely voters in the general election in the latest Rasmussen Reports poll. Now, this is according to RealClearPolitics.com. Clinton, she has 43% of the vote versus Trump's 41%, while Johnson and Jill Stein make up the remaining 6%. On top of that, 3 CNN/ORC polls have came out today in 3 key battleground states of North Carolina, Ohio, and Nevada. The polls show that Hillary Clinton has a slim 1-point lead in North Carolina with 48% of the vote. Clinton is also leading in the state of Nevada, and she has a 2-point edge there, while Donald Trump, he has more of a commanding lead in Ohio. He's up there with 4 points and a total of 48% of the vote in Ohio. Over the weekend, the Trump campaign was fired up in his rallies, claiming that the election is rigged. Just yesterday, Donald Trump tweeted, quote, "The election is absolutely being rigged by the dishonest and distorted media pushing crooked Hillary, but also at many polling places. Sad," end quote. His running mate, Indiana Governor Mike Pence, responded to Trump's claim during an interview on the NBC's Meet the Press. In the interview, he said, quote, "We will absolutely accept the result of the election. The American people will speak in an election that will culminate on November the 8th, but the American people are tired of the obvious bias in the national media. That's where the sense of the rigged election goes here." Kellyanne Conway, Trump's campaign manager, also recently weighed in to these rigged election claims as well. Take a listen.
So anybody who reads a newspaper online or in print or has a remote control probably has recognized that in many ways the fix is in for Mrs. Clinton when it comes to the mainstream media. That's not everyone, and I think that people are smart enough to figure out what they think is news. I think these days, particularly with Mr. Trump involved, the news is just presuming what.
As for the Clinton campaign, the email scandal continues to linger on. WikiLeaks released thousands of more emails linked to the campaign chairman, John Podesta. Some of the other emails entailed Hillary Clinton's paid speeches to the big bank company Goldman Sachs. Clinton and her camp continue to shift the attention and blame the Russian government for hacking the emails and that they're purposely sabotaging her campaign efforts. With all that is going on, this will set up for the third and final presidential debate. The debate is this Wednesday at 6 p.m. The University of Las Vegas, Nevada is the site for the debate. Fox News Channel's Chris Wallace will be the solo moderator. The topics of the debate are debt and entitlements, immigration, economy, Supreme Court, foreign hotspots, and fitness to be president. There's no particular order of topics, and the topics are subject to change. The debate format will be conducted in 6 15-minute time segments. So 15 minutes for each topic, 7.5 minutes for each candidate to respond. So what can we expect from this last debate? Well, for Donald Trump, he and his supporters go into this debate with the Trump versus the world mentality. Trump may continue to bring forth his message that Hillary is corrupt and the media is for her and against himself. Or will Trump use this opportunity to lay down his policies of improving the state's economy and national security? As for Hillary Clinton, this is essentially her chance to put the nail in the coffin in Trump's presidency. Since the first debate, the polls have shown that her approach of challenging all of Trump's wrongdoings is working. Or will Hillary avoid damaging Trump's already diminishing campaign and make it clear to the American people that her plan and her vision for this country going forward? This debate will certainly make a lasting impression as the election is just 3 weeks away. And that's going to do it for politics. Let's send it back to our anchors, Eric and Shaira.
Thank you, John, for that segment on politics. It seems like everybody's just pointing the finger at each other.
I know. I mean, after that whole locker room talk quote video scandal, I'm pretty sure that we kind of have an idea who's going to win.
Wow. Well, let's, take it from the locker room over to TSU. With the new TSU having its grand opening this week, there are gender-neutral restrooms available to students. Marissa Alanis has more on the story.
Just keep going. Coming up next, a new minor and a new major have been added to the CSUF curriculum. Find out what they are.
Dodgers continue towards their journey to the World Series. All this and more when we come back.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
A story about new and exciting improvements for the colleges in Cal State Fullerton. Here's Roxana Rivera with the story.
Thanks, guys. We're at the College of Engineering Computer Science, where the college has been funded a $300,000 grant to develop the biomedical device engineering major. This major is the first of its kind for undergrads in Southern California, where it takes a twist of the traditional biomedical engineering degree, and it will become in full effect in fall 2017. Lastly, for those of you who love food, the College of Humanities and Social Sciences have developed a food studies minor in which students can critically think outside the box by integrating the role of culture, environment, and an individual's food choice. From OC News, this is Roxana Rivera.
The CSUF's men's soccer team is back on the field. We also have some playoff action with the Dodgers and the Rams looking to end their losing streak. Here's Natalie Gomez with sports.
Thank you, Shaida, and we'll start off with our very own men's soccer. A successful victory for them as Cal State Fullerton took on the top team in the Big West Division, UCR, who came in with 4 wins, but our boys added a loss to their record. UCR had the opportunity to tie the game. As you can see here, goalie David Elias blocks a penalty kick in the second half, giving Cal State Fullerton a 1-0 win. And moving on to football. Rams lost this weekend 28-31. They are now 3-3 after their loss this weekend to the Detroit Lions. This continues their 2-game losing streak. And this brings into question when they will start the 2016 #1 overall pick, Jared Goff versus struggling Keenum. They have a busy week this week as they are traveling to London to play the New York Giants this coming Sunday. And moving on to baseball, Kershaw put the team on his back, pitching a 7 scoreless innings on short rest. This will not be the last we see of Kershaw, as he is a major key to the Dodgers' success. Dodgers win Game 2 of the NLCS by a close score of 1-0. Game 3 will be tomorrow in Los Angeles, giving the Dodgers home field advantage. But they will go up against the reigning Cy Young Award winner, Jake Arrieta. This will not be an easy task for the Dodgers, but they are not strangers of adversity. After losing the first game in the series a lot to a little, and managed to tie it 1-1 on the road. If you thought we were done with baseball, well, we're not, as you can see here. If you thought we were done talking about football, not so fast, because Monday Night Football starts within the hour as the struggling New York Jets are going head-to-head against the Arizona Cardinals. New York is 1-4, and the Arizona Cardinals are 2-3, but it's still early in the season, so expect a lot of fight from both teams. And now, tossing it back to Shaida and Eric. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Natalie. On sports, coming up after the break, the movie The Accountant landed at the top of the box office this past weekend.
And Saturday Night Live gets big laughs, but not from one of the presidential candidates. Stay with us to find out who got the last laugh.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent. We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness. I am a witness. I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
Jillian Salas has the latest on which celebrity is in the hot seat. So Saturday Night Live as well aired over the weekend. Jillian, let us know what happened this week.
Thanks, Shaida. Ben Affleck's The Accountant took the box office by storm over the weekend. His action thriller film knocked out Kevin Hart's What's Now and Emily Blunt's Girl on the Train to second and third place. Affleck portrays Christian Wolf, an autistic, obsessive-compulsive math genius who cooks the books for criminal organizations. But his actions soon become noticed by the U.S. Treasury Department, and the body count starts to rise. Let's take a look.
Say you're the head of the Sinaloa cartel. Who can you trust to track your stolen cash? He's capable of coming in cold, uncooking years of books, and getting out alive. Imagine the secrets this guy has.
Who are you?
The movie is expected to gross $25 million in its opening weekend. And continuing to celebrity news, Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis welcomed their second baby last week. The actors welcomed baby Daisy Josephine Sudeikis last Tuesday, announcing the arrival over the weekend. Wilde posted a picture of the infant on her social media with the caption, "Born like a boss on International Day of the Girl." Wilde and Sudeikis are currently engaged and also have a 2-year-old son. We congratulate the couple. Moving on, Leonardo DiCaprio is in the hot seat with the Swedish charity the Bruno Manzer Fund. The charity has called for DiCaprio's removal from the role in the United Nations as an embezzlement investigation involving the actor has begun. He is accused of having ties with a Malaysian company that has embezzled over billions of dollars from its citizens. The proposed development's purpose was said to improve the lifestyle of the country, but instead was used as a, quote, personal bank account, end quote, for corrupt financiers. According to the U.S. officials, the fund is saying that DiCaprio has refused to explain his ties with the scandal. DiCaprio's current position is a UN messenger of peace who focuses on the issue of climate change. And moving on to the ever so popular presidential election, Saturday Night Live recreated and parodied the second presidential debate, dubbing it as the worst presidential debate ever. SNL mocked Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton using the candidates' own words against them. Alec Baldwin and Kate McKinnon impersonated the two and gave the country a much-needed laugh. The two poked fun at Trump's response to his tape recording allegations and Clinton's personal space issues. With the third debate coming up and many hot topics still in question, SNL didn't hold back regarding the state of this election. That's it for entertainment news. We'll see you next week.
Well, congratulations to the new parents, Olivia and Jason.
They make such an adorable couple. I mean, that's the equation to an adorable baby, right?
That baby is going to be really beautiful.
Well, that's all we have today here on OC News. Thank you for joining us.
And don't forget to follow us on social media.
With the handle OC News CSUF. I'm Eric Resendiz.
And I'm Shayera Arias. Have a great rest of the weekend.